Hey guys, Mr. Randall here, and today's video we are actually not going to be reviewing area. We're going to jump right into word problems with surface area and volume. Oh, got an email. So, um, and then I'll give you your quizzes on the last slide. And as always, feel free to go to Khan Academy and look at their surface area and volume problems. So, first problem. And remember, when we look at word problems, we're not doing anything new. It's just trying to contextually grab stuff out of the sentence here. So, instead of refrigerator, so we're dealing with a refrigerator, and when I see that, I know that we're going to be talking about a rectangular prism. In my laboratory, measuring 17 inches by 18 inches by 42 inches. And when people list off measurements like that, it always goes length times width times height. So the length is 17, so we can know we're going to use 17, 18, and 42. But it depends on what we're trying to find. How many samples can you fit in? So if we're fitting something in, we're not talking about the blue part of the fridge, we're talking about what goes inside the fridge. So that's going to be volume. And we know that the formula for finding the volume of a prism is length times width times height. Okay? So now that we have that, we can plug it in. We do 17 times 18 times 42, and you would get 12,852 inches cubed. This kind of arrow 3 just is meant to have inches to the third power, so inches cubed. Okay. Problem here. Oh. Brian is building a wall of brick. If a brick has the length 19 centimeters, a width of 9 centimeters, and a height of 9 centimeters, how much space of each brick will be covered in mortar? So covered is a big word there that I see in mortar. So we're talking about surface area, because if it's getting covered, we're not talking about the inside, we're talking about the outside. So rectangular prism, but one thing about this is when you would put mortar on a brick, you only put it on a couple sides, not all of them. You'd put it on this one to attach the brick to the top, this one to attach the brick to the right, this one to attach the brick to the bottom, and this side, the one that you can't really see, on the left side to attach the brick to its left. So what we have is we would need to find the area of this face, which is the length times the width. So for that single face, you would have 172. But you do it twice because you have this face and the bottom face. So 342. And then you have these two squares on the end. 9 centimeters width, 9 centimeters height. So you would have 81 square centimeters there. Do it on the other side, you would get 162. We add them up. We add them up and you would get now 504 centimeters cubed. Okay. So last problem here. Here's your quizzes code as well. So Jessica's family is going camping and pitches a tent in the shape of a triangular prism. So we know the shape is a triangular prism. If the width is 9 feet and the height is 5 feet, and they need 180 cubic feet to fit her and her brother. So now we know that 180 cubic feet fit her and her brother in the tent is going to be volume. What must the width be? or at least the width. You could probably have it a little bigger, but what is the minimum width? Well, if I look at that, first of all, I know we're going to have to be using our algebra skills. So, the formula for finding the volume of a triangle is half the width times the height times the length. Okay, and this might seem a lot of order just because we know that we want to always find the area of the triangular face first with this. So, well, now that I look at this, I know it has to equal 180. Now, if I go down, well, I know the half has to stay the same. What was the width? Well, we're trying to find the width, so we're going to keep that W. The height was 5, and the length was 9. And that's still going to have to equal 180. Well, now what I know I can do is I can bring all these numbers together and multiply them because multiplication has associative properties to it. So we would do 5 times 9 times a half, and you would get 22.5. And then we still have that width equals 180. Well, now if we do our algebra skills, we can divide this by 22.5, leaving us with W. And then we would have to do the same thing to the other side. So 180 divided by 22.5 would give you 8 feet. Okay. That is it. Make sure we do our quizzes, and have a good day, guys.